who were able to gain their goals with my food. And with that, I was able to adapt my advocacy, which is to promote healthy food to get their goals to all Filipino people. And with Century Tuna as a greater platform, I can use this my advocacy to gain their goals of the Filipino people to eat more healthy, to be more healthy physically, mentally, and also there.
Industry as a marketing manager. I'm also, on top of my day job, I'm also an openly gay bodybuilder, plus competed in 4 physique competitions last year. And I'm proud to say that I have placed in all 4 of them. Um, I'm here today to tell the story of how, as a corporate professional, who, in spite of having to work for an 8 to 5 job, was able to pursue his passion for bodybuilding and also has succeeded in it. I do believe that I want to inspire other people that with our determination and perseverance, you can actually wing it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anton Danseco, 25 years old, standing 5 feet and 4 inches tall. I've always wanted to join this kind of competitions, but then my height is hindering me from it. But thank you to Century Tuna for giving us a chance to showcase our passion and love for fitness, to show the world that hard work and dedication can get you somewhere. People like me tend to be overlooked, so that's why I joined Century Tuna um, uh, to remove the stereotype of that tall people, or that only tall people has the chance of winning this thing. You can't do anything about your height. I can't do anything about it. But what I can do is I can improve my perspective and attitude. For me, walls and tattoos aren't meant to discourage you, but encourage you instead. Encourage you to become a better version of yesterday. Um, um, Treat each opportunity as an opportunity to become better. Every mistake is a learning mistake. Do not let your limitations and fears confine what you can do, because our potential is limitless. Now, for my fitness advocacy, fitness is for everyone. Whether you are 25 or 55, it is never too late to start your fitness journey. My mom and I are 30 years apart, and we have one goal. Our goal is to stay fit and healthy as long as we can. And now for her, she doesn't let her aging and her knee problems uh, hinder her from her goals. And when I grow up, I want to be just like her. That's why I started my fitness journey as well. Um, don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, because um, we've all been there, and trust me when I say that you'll make it. Lastly, the sun is always there to remind us that every day is a new day to be better. So prepare those meal plans and lift those weights so we can all confidently say, sun's out, guns out. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cash Fuerte. I'm 27 and I'm from Quezon City, an entertainment supervisor. Good to see you guys right here today. My journey started when I was a chubby kid as a very asthmatic person. The doctors told me that I needed to exercise at a very young age because all the fats in my body as I was a kid was crushing my lungs. And that's when my journey began. Ever since then, I continued to exercise, and I started going to the gym at a very young age as well. Was introduced to the battle gym, wherein I was working alongside bouncers, lifting as heavy as them, and also eating as a lot of them. So I was getting so much muscle, I was gaining a lot of fat, and I thought I was very happy doing whatever they did. Within that span, I did it for 4 years, and in 4 years, I also had a good relationship. But within that good relationship, we all know that good things must come to an end, wherein that relationship had to end and made me depressed and devastated, wherein all my progress going to the gym had to stop. I made sure that I wouldn't want to be going back to that hopeless life of mine and do not want to get devastated. I cannot count how many times I got drunk and wanted to end my life. One day, I told myself that I would always become a better version of myself. So from there, I continued to exercise. I set my goals. I wanted to make sure that I would always be in the best physique that I would always be. By the time that I was close to the finish line, just one leap away, looking at my body, 4-pack abs, one injury had to end it. I ended up injuring my cervical spine, ladies and gentlemen. I was injured. I was paralyzed for 15 to 20 minutes from head to toe, couldn't move at all. I was lucky enough that I'm standing right in front of you, in all honesty. I was bedridden for 10 days straight, had to go for countless physical therapy just to keep my mobility proper. And I was reminded daily by the doctors that I was lucky to be alive, standing right in front of you guys. Today, I'm here with my advocacy to tell people right here to never give up, no matter what. Fitness has always helped me throughout all my struggles in life. Every time I would fall back down, I would always get myself back up through fitness. And ladies and gentlemen, please do not repeat whatever I just did back then, because that phase in my life was not happy. And today I'm telling you, I'm a better version of myself yesterday. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is James De Los Santos, and I'm 30 years old. I'm an athlete of the Philippine karate team, and I was a 2011 and 2017 Southeast Asian Games bronze medalist. Now, being an athlete for a little more than a decade, physical and mental preparation were very huge key factors in preparing and training, especially for the international field. Now, in terms of the physical preparation, I would train for grueling hours, even to a point where I would injure myself and perform even in competition, even while I was injured. Now, in regards to the mental aspect, I can recall back in my very first Southeast Asian Games, I was about to perform. I was feeling nervous. The pressures were so high. Like, I was aware of the fact that thousands, or not even thousands, millions of Filipinos were watching me perform. And it came to a point where my nerves started getting into me. But then, before I performed, I put myself in the corner and I told myself, you trained hard up to this moment. Enjoy it. Trust in yourself and believe in yourself. And with that mindset, I was able to persevere and bring home glory to the country. I know that is my advocacy over there as well. I want to inspire people that no matter how hard, no matter how challenging that life may be, keep pushing yourself, because everybody out there in this world, we all have a gift to become great. It's just the problem is a lot of people lack confidence in themselves. And going through these experiences as a national athlete, I've gone through a lot of hardships, and I'm pretty sure everyone here has too. But it's all about the right mindset and the right hard work. The hard work and
Good afternoon, judges. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Nicholas Chua, and I'm 39 years old. I'm here because I'm the fat kid inside, and will always be the fat kid inside. As a little child, I was probably like 5 years old. I remember I actually don't know why my mom would let me eat that, but like I'd be at McDonald's and be like, "What do you want? 2 Big Macs." milkshake, French fries. So I found that stuff like it was nothing. And throughout my, grade school and high school life, I was ridiculed, and I ballooned all the way up to 260 pounds in third year high school. And I was always a big kid. And I got to college, joined the track team, and just ran my ass off. I ran my ass off until, I got into a shape that I felt comfortable with. But, I tried to be competitive, I tried to be active in sports, but the problem therein lies was the injuries that I got. I have reconstructed knees, both my knees. I technically can't even run anymore. I can just do like squats and stuff. So I got down from 260 down to 180. Then after all my injuries, somehow like surely and slowly just got back up and like reached 240, and I just saw myself in the scale and was like, that's enough. I gotta change my lifestyle, and not just like a diet, because that's something I feel very strongly about when people talk about diets. That diet, you do the South Beach diet, you do the Atkins diet, it's these short-term diets. I believe you should inculcate it and turn it into your lifestyle. So you eat what you want that makes you happy, but in a way that can change your life. So I'm here basically to, my advocacy here is more on obesity. Like my friends and family, I want to provide as an example to them that no matter how injured you are, no matter how heavy, how depressed you are, you can still fight back and be a better version of you every day. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. May we now invite you to please move closer to our judges so they get a better look at all of you. Come a little bit closer, please. And let's wait and see if the judges will have any question for any of you.
Hello, my question is for Chef Zach. Yes, I want to ask, do you use century tuna in your cooking? What's your favorite dish? If you use century tuna.
We're actually using century tuna since we started. Mostly we use that for breakfast and sometimes dinner and lunch. The best breakfast meal that I can share to you with the century tuna is a very healthy, high protein, high fat meal from Swiss almond with century tuna. It's all with egg white, very fluffy and so thick it melts in your mouth, and it's inside are the best, healthiest ingredient that you can have: the peppers, onions, and also double. Sana ba yan? Sarap nun. Yeah, that's it. That's the best century tuna that I think I use. Good.
Cool. Thank you.
Sir Greg?
Mr. James, yeah.
Thanks, sir.
If you win as the Century Tuna Super Bowl 2020, as a winner for Century Tuna Super Bowl 2020, how would you be an advocate or like sort of like an endorser for the brand and for the lifestyle?
Well, two things. I wanna do my advocacy with the angle of having inspiring corporate professionals that they can have an alternative life outside of their usual day job. For me, I have actually started a lot of passion projects lately. One of which is bodybuilding, but actually for this year, I'm taking part in a dance class. I'm trying to be Magic Mike by June. So I'm doing a chairless class. So those kinds of things, by putting myself in front and showing them that I could learn these things, that they can have a life outside their own corporate jobs, that for me is a very strong advocacy. I believe that a lot of the target market of Century Tuna are those that consume young professionals. So I believe I gearing towards that target market. The other thing is my advocacy because I'm also gay. I also want to like prove myself that I can do bodybuilding. I think respect begets respect. by doing the work. I've done the work last year, and I've actually gained I believe that I've gained the respect of my fellow competitors as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
Number 29.
Good afternoon.
So you said you pushed yourself to the point of breaking something or injuring yourself.
Yes, I have gone through that in previous international competitions. Despite that, it would come to a point where, if I can recall, I competed in Vietnam and I had an injury on the back of my knee. And this was 2 weeks prior to the tournament, but since my name was already listed on the lineup, I still went out there and I competed. And surprisingly to myself, I was able to bring home a medal despite the injury.
So my question is, do you think athletes are healthy? And what is an overlooked aspect of recovery?
I would say that, yes, we have been told that athletes are a symbol of health because we always have to make sure that we are in top condition, especially for international competition. But it was unfortunate that I did have an injury prior to my competition. And of course, in training, that you always have to take care of yourself, always make sure that you are executing your forms properly to prevent any type of injury. And of course, diet is also is key in maintaining a healthy body, because that really plays a huge factor in putting out an excellent performance in competition. Thank you very much.
29. So what sport do you do?
Karate.
So you represented the country for karate, kumbaga. So you've worked hard for that. It's not a joke, no? How hard have you worked for this competition, and if ever you get in, how hard will you work to be on the top, kumbaga?
Well, over the years as a national athlete, I've developed the mindset to always work hard in anything that you do, no matter what. And I will admit that this is something new to me because I